When you first arrive in Canada, finding suitable accommodation is an important step. Here are some options and tips on how to go about securing a place to stay. Number one step, temporary accommodation. Let me tell you short-term accommodation. So if you're still getting settled and looking for a long-term place, consider temporary housing options. That would be hotels, motels, short-term stays for a few days or weeks to get oriented. Hotels, budget-friendly accommodations, often in shared rooms. Airbnb, rental homes or apartments for short stays, suitable for flexible living options. Friends and family, stay with relatives or friends while looking for permanent housing. That would be an option. And then renting an apartment, a house, long-term accommodation. So for long-term housing, you can rent apartments or house. Here's how to find one. So search for listings. So online rental websites, Kijiji, rentals.ca, Padmapper, realtor.ca, local newspapers, some landlord advertise in the classified section. Property management companies, many buildings and apartments are managed by companies that offer rental listings on their websites. Types of rentals. So number one is apartment condos, most common in urban areas, vary in size and price depending on location and amenities. Basement suites, lower cost options for renting a basement in someone's home, popular in cities like Vancouver, Toronto, and Ottawa, Calgary. House rentals. For larger living space, renting a house can be an option, especially for families. So documents needed would be proof of income. Employer usually provide pay stub or a bank statement, credit report. Landlords may check your credit score. You may need a Canadian credit history if you're new. References, past landlords or employer can be good reference. Security deposit, typically 1 month rent for damage protection. Shared accommodation and roommate living. So if you're looking for a cheaper option, shared housing is common in larger cities. Where to find roommates? Kijiji is a good source of room listings. University campuses, many students and young professionals use University Housing Board or Facebook groups. Social media groups, look for local housing or roommate groups on Facebook or Reddit. So types of shared accommodations would be renting a room. Many individual or families offer spare rooms for rent in their home. Roommates in apartments, renting an apartment with other people to split cost. Subsidized and affordable housing, number 4. So for newcomers with low income status, certain organization or municipalities provide subsidized housing options. Co-op housing, they are usually managed by housing cooperative, while residents actively participate in the running of the property. Social housing, so available through municipal and provincial program. These houses or apartments are available to those who qualify. So rent geared to income low housing RG, rent is determined based on your income level available in certain cities. Check with local municipalities or settlement agencies to find out if you qualify for affordable housing options. Number 5 would be newcomer support programs. So several nonprofit organizations assist immigrants with housing in Canada. Some can help you find housing assistance in locating accommodations and completing forms. So deposit assistance support for paying security deposit or rent upfront, legal advice, help with understanding tenants' rights and rental contracts. Look for organizations such as YMCA, Newcomer Service, Immigrant Service, and then associations, Nova Scotia, renting for students. So if you're a student, university and colleges often have this, dedicated student housing, including dorms or shared apartments. Step for students. So check your campus. Most institutions have on-campus or nearby off-campus housing. Students rent listing. So universities sometimes maintain their own platform or partner with accommodation websites to list affordable options. So be aware of tenant rights. Always read through whole thing and then go for that. Canada has clear tenant rights that ensure protection for renters. Before signing your lease, it's important to know lease agreement, that term and duration of the lease. Tenant rights. In most provinces, renters have the right to privacy, security of tenure, protection from unfair eviction, and repair and maintenance. So rent control, in some areas, rent increases are regulated by the government. So each province or territory may have different rules regarding tenant-landlord relationships. So it's essential to familiarize yourself with local laws. For example, in Ontario, the landlord and tenant board online, these rights. What to consider when renting. So location, check the accessibility of public transportation, proximity to work, school, and groceries. Safety insurance, neighborhood is safe, and check crime rates. Utility included, confirm weather, heating, water, electricity, and internet included in your rent. Pet policy, if you have pets, verify whether pets are allowed in the building. By following these steps and researching various housing options, you'll be able to find a comfortable living situation in Canada, whether it's a temporary space or a permanent home. I hope you'll find this video a little bit beneficial for you. So good luck and goodbye.